Stream with offensive security. My name is S1REN, and today we're going to be tackling a machine. Oh, well, I think I need to mute that other machine there. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and skip to about the 30-minute mark. And that's when we'll hard start this. We like to start it a little bit early to allow people to sit down. They're getting back from work. Grab a drink, whatever it might be, get their notepad, so to speak. Get the machine booted up in time. So you got 30 minutes on the clock. Go for it. The machine name is Thales. That's Thales. I'll make sure to drop a link down into the chat. And thank you guys so much for being here as always. We very much appreciate you being here. Thank you for the questions today that you had in the Wireside text with our OffSec office hours and our staff. Those were some great questions. Any other questions that we can answer here through the stream, we will certainly do, and make sure to answer for you. So kick back, relax, and if you have any questions, hit up the chat. Looks like we have a chat. DTH is the first, it seems. Hello, it's S1REN, and happy Friday. Bless. Absolutely, man. Happy Friday. Welcome to the 24 viewers. Go ahead and let your friends know offensive security is now live. And we're going to get down to business on a new VulnHub machine. It's kind of a thing that I want to start doing. No reply says, hi, S1REN. It's nice to be back. And I am sorry that I missed last week's session. Dude, there was no session last week. You didn't miss a thing. No reply. I have been busy. I've been in an active engagement that is coming to a close soon. So I've been just super busy, man. But that engagement is coming to a close, and we're ready to rock and roll with these streams again. First time chat from Jono 2001. Hello from the UK. Hello. Friend from the UK, Jono 2001. Welcome, buddy, to the stream. We at Offensive Security would like to welcome you and hope that you stick around. Someone says audio's a little scuffed. Okay. Let me go ahead and lower it. Is that preferable? I decreased it by about 4 decibels. Let me know if it needs to go down any further or something. First time chat from Edgewater Wanto says hello. And first time chat from Vampire232232 says hi Vampire. Welcome to the stream. We're glad to have you. From Ganumar, I don't know how to pronounce what you said, but welcome to the stream. And how does that sound now, Summers? Is this any better? Aham Brossom says, hello, Sarah, and myself from India. How are you doing? Myself from the United States. And it is a pleasure to have you. So thank you for being here. And I'm doing well, and thank you for asking. Summer says it's okay. Alright, does it need to be like decreased? I can bring it down a little bit. Maybe I'm just talking too close to it. I don't know. Maybe it's the microphone. I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm gonna do a little feedback test here just to see. Let me turn it up. Oh no, that sounds perfect. So that's actually really good. Hello, Bling Army, dude. The Bling Army. Bling bling. So Jono 2001 says that's better. Thank you, Jono, for the feedback, buddy. Pen Tester, welcome. Hello, Bling Army. We are on the air. That is correct. We are here and we are live. Offensive Security is on the air. And audio is okay. Cool. Thank you guys always for the feedback on that. But you should be able to hear me pretty crisp. Pretty crisp. Green Jam 94. Welcome back, Green Jam. Welcome back. Hello, hi, and hey. Sounding great. Thank you. Glad to have you guys. Go ahead and let your friends know. I'm gonna get a link for you to Thales. Let's see, Thales on VulnHub. And here's the full link. Remember, you need to copy and paste the entirety of the link, even though it won't render in Twitch chat past the comma, all the way through 749 / and just open that in a new tab, download the machine, and get it imported into VirtualBox. And you will be rocking, rolling, and ready to go. So, let's see, how often do you guys go live? We go live every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Now, 5 p.m. Eastern is the hard start. 4:30 p.m. is about when we start to let people kind of get acquainted. Maybe those that aren't familiar with offensive security have questions for offensive security. We do that. We let people sit down and boot up the machine and all of that jazz. So we stream every single week to answer your question. Thales, stream title reminder still says K5. Oh, man. Thank you for catching it. This is going to be Thales walkthrough with S1REN. That should be fixed now. So, 2:30 a.m. That is dedication. 2:30 a.m. S1REN, how are you? I'm doing wonderful, man. I'm doing great. Thank you for being here. Pentester says, can I tell you a secret? Go for it, Pentester. I'm all about those secrets, man. Let me know. 4:37 a.m. Wow, my goodness. That is extra dedication to being here. So thank you to everybody who was here and at the right times and making it even 4 o'clock in the morning. That is sheer dedication to computer science and cybersecurity research, offensive research. So thank you guys for being here. If you've stumbled upon this science and technology and you have no idea who offensive security is, just ask and I will do my best to explain. I have a score in Zone H in 2008. Sorry about my English. I'm not sure what that means. And I'm not sure what Zone H is, nor am I sure about what a score is. But welcome to the channel, buddy. Welcome to the channel. Noob44P, S1REN, how are you? I'm doing great, dude. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. I just got out of an engagement, and things have been back to back, but it's been fun. It's been enjoyable. Can you explain yourself and who you guys are? Absolutely. So, on behalf of Offensive Security, we are Offensive Security, and we train and educate cybersecurity enthusiasts from east to west. Our support and our partners include the United States military. You can actually include that if you go to on our main website and then go down to our partners section. You'll see everybody that works in an official capacity with offensive security. We are the correct. We are the Kali guys. So anybody who is familiar with a little operating system known as Kali Linux, that's our baby. That's one of them. We made we at Offensive Security constructed Kali Linux over many years, back before it was Kali, when it was Backtrack. At 4.0 we moved to Kali, 3.0, 2.0, and then 1.0. I came on board with Backtrack 2.0 many years ago. You started with Backtrack as well? Absolutely. So, thank you, and welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys. How's my cat? My cat's doing great. I got him a little bed up on the table with a towel, and he's just kind of enjoying it, looking out at the rain. If I do lose connectivity, I apologize. There's been lightning and such, so that'd be about it. I do not know how to pronounce that name, so no, I do not know who that is. I apologize. We also, but to continue on, who is Offensive Security? I feel like this organization is the life and the breath of everything that is proactive in the world of offensive security. Hence the name Offensive Security. We carry out the certification of individuals to be offensive security certified professionals, and we get them ready to be absolute intruders, trained with the mindset and all, to be able to support the many organizations around this world who need their help. So we certify intruders around here, and we also offer penetration testing services, of course. Of course. And what's my role at offensive security? Oh, man. I do stuff. I do things. I do a thing and a half. I'm the co-author of the Web 200. I am the streamer and educator for offensive security. So all of the public meetings that we have, really myself, Falcon Spy, and TJ Null will head up the community. That is with regards to any events that are happening or any new things, moderation, so on and so forth. And what else do I do at offensive security? Aside from the certifications, aside from the streaming, occasionally I'll do something like an engagement, but as was recent. So thank you, and I hope that answers your question. So, happy Friday, Intruder says bling, 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 bling. Welcome back. I like that nickname. I say that every time, but I do like that nickname. Bling, bling. I am honored to be listening to you. Well, that is humbling. That is just humbling. So thank you so much. And glad that you're here and ready and able and willing to learn. So stick around, and that is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to link the machine one more time. That is one more time in the chat. If anybody else just stumbled in here into twitch.tv's science and technology section, and you're thinking, who in the heck are these people? Well, we would be obliged to answer. Just ask away, and we will answer. I am not the master of the bling bling. I think offensive security as a whole is the master of the bling bling. Yeah, the coolest summers. The coolest, absolutely. Something like that, right? Something like that. Okay, let's take a look. Make sure you get your machine imported. Guys, we're looking at about 17 minutes on the clock. Get them imported and get ready. Is Backtrack or Kali? Which one is better? Kali. Because Kali is just updated Backtrack. So Kali is better. What the heck is happening? So, okay, yeah, Ganuar says, what the heck is happening? My machine is still on the way with Amazon. Ah, okay. Got you. Today we're doing Thales, man. Thales is the name of the machine. I've typed it into the chat. I stumbled into the chat. Are you doing a team hack? Yeah, we're doing a team hack. Yeah, we are. So the way that we do things here in this offensive security stream, these live streams, is that we take input from the community. And, based on what the community says, those are our attack vectors. I may give a little nudge, I may give a little push. But overall, it is the community, my friends. The community. So, looking forward to it very much. Looking to it very, very much. Do 46 people on view. So Backtrack still exists? Yeah, it does. Of course it does. Where would we be without our Backtrack? Do you virtualize in VMware or VirtualBox? I think, I do both. It just depends, what the underlying hardware is that I'm working with, what my job is, what resources that I need available, that kind of thing. It just depends. They each have their advantages and disadvantages, if that makes sense. On a mobile, so we will just observe. Hey, that's fine, Jono. Stumbled in the chat doing a team hack. Yeah, dude. So 0x Andy, welcome to the chat, Andy. Welcome back, buddy. Regulars. Popcorn, please. Yeah, go grab your popcorn. Now's the time. First time chat from Diddums 711 says, first time here. I'll just be observing as well. That's okay. You guys, if you want to observe, that's fine. Please, by all means, we have people from all skill calibers in this chat when we do these types of streams. We have people from all over that come in at offensive security at different levels of skill. And because of that, we are fully comprehensive on how quick we must go along and how we must, sometimes slow down for those that need it. And that is not to be ashamed of. In fact, I encourage it. Please, if any of you have any questions as to what the heck, we've done, any of the commands we've performed, or anything, please just ask. Don't ask to ask. We do have one rule. Don't ask to ask. Just ask. Please, just ask. So, hope that helps. How can I get IPVM working directly without NetDiscover? Well, it depends. Let's say, for example, you have it up on DHCP Pentester. Just do an nmap. It depends what your private IP address space is. 172.192.10 dot. It depends. But I would say if you're on a 192.168 private IP address space, do 192.168.1.0 through 254, and that should be the first octet, or the fourth octet, excuse me. But that'll be the 1 through 254. I'm trying to read at the same time. Steelers fan 1916 says, do you prefer try hack me, hack the box, or VulnHub VMs? Dude, what do I prefer? I think I prefer Offensive Security's Proving Grounds platform the most, because those are the most challenging machines, and the ones that are the most challenging and take me a while are the ones that are going to teach me the most. So PG Practice is actually my pick, my preference per se. Do you prefer that? Okay, thank you. No problem. Where do I find those machines? So check out Proving Grounds, and or Aham. Make sure you check out Proving Grounds, and you also want to check out VulnHub. Most of the machines I like to do come from VulnHub. If you are looking to get into information security, everyone thinks you have to go to hack the box, or you need to go to try hack me, or you need to go to, whatever ones out there that might exist, right? You don't. We at Offensive Security have owned a website that has been around well before those, and it is known as VulnHub. It is an open source place where enthusiasts and security enthusiasts can submit their machines free, and then they can have them posted. People can download them. Check out VulnHub, guys. Please, InfoSec community, be familiar with VulnHub. You don't have to pay a dime. You don't have to pay $1. You got to set it up yourself, but that's mad easy once you get used to it, I promise. Get set up with VulnHub. We even have difficulty ratings. Rough difficulty ratings exist for all those machines. It's like browsing for a book on a bookstore. You just swipe through them until you find a cover that looks really cool. It's got a nice description. Maybe it's part of a vulnerable series, and get to downloading, importing, and rock that box. So VulnHub all the way. But if I personally am looking for a challenge, I'll dish out $19.99 and go to PG Practice without question. Without question. Subscribe to give S1REN a coffee. Just kidding. Yeah, just kidding. We do not take a dime or a dollar in donations from these streams. We believe very much in giving people a straightforward, free, and accessible and archived resource for everybody that wants to get into the OSCP, or any of our other courses. OSWA, if you want to get into application security and you want a hotline into that, the OSWA is the way to go. Let's see. I am drinking a little bit of ice with a Red Bull, actually. So let's see. I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. So Andy says, have you, offensive security, thought of organizing some public online CTFs? Bless you. Thank you. So yes, we have. We have thought of such things. I will leave it at that. First time chat from PD Rasta in R1 says S1REN, the CSGO player for Spirit. I don't know who that is. I didn't know there was another S1REN out there. I thought my name was pretty unique. I guess not. S1REN. Is there really a CSGO player out there that is named S1REN? What's up with that? S1REN. Since AD is, of course, on the OSCP exam in the near future, do you plan to do sessions? The reason, guys, I will repeat this. The reason that it's hard for me to do Active Directory machines on a stream is because access to Windows machines requires a paid license. It requires a paid license. If I could do PG practice machines, or if we could stream those, if we did those, you would find many Windows machines with Active Directory at your disposal, my friends. If you go into the OSCP lab range, you have a million. It's not really, but you have a lot of Windows boxes running AD that you can get your hands on. I cannot personally stream any of those Windows machines. However, there's light at the end of this tunnel. I had received approval and a green light from my colleagues to stream 2 boxes of our choosing, and we agreed that Fish and Craft were 2 machines that we really wanted to stream that were Windows boxes. So please, by all means, check out our official YouTube channel and look for the machines titled Craft and the machine titled Fish. Those both utilize, I believe, Active Directory. Maybe one does, if I recall. I don't remember. We've done so many. Either way, best of luck with your Active Directory. Everything that you really need is covered in the material. Anything past that, like toolage usage, is extra, and it's good to become familiar with that and do a little Googling, a little bit of your own research. This is public domain information. So, good question. AED A4X TDF says, I had a hard time with some competitor certifications that are against Active Directory infrastructure and progression path that would help in this direction. OSCP holder so far. I get so many questions on AD, man, but it's like there's so much other stuff that you also need to know. Enumeration is key. Enumeration is absolutely key when it comes to Active Directory. I can tell you that much. It is absolutely 100% key. Got it, thanks. Yep. Do you think English language requirement for OSCP or any subscribe with OffSec? I don't know how to interpret that question. So there is another S1REN, you say? What's up with that? He's a CSGO player? Okay. I played some CSGO once upon a time. You know, when I was younger, I used to play Counter-Strike. I think I played 1.6. Lots of CS Source. Played a bit of CSGO. A link. Thank you for the link. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. So there is a S1REN, and they are a competitive player for Counter-Strike. Well, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. But anyway, if you guys have any other questions, now is the time. We are down to the 5-minute mark. We are down to the 5-minute mark. I will be right back. Yeah, guys, so if we can keep this in English, that would be good. That would be nice. We do state in our Discord that at offensive security, we do prefer to we understand that we are global, but we do prefer to speak English as much as possible here. Did anyone stumble upon any machine requiring exploitation against K8's environments? Kubernetes. Sure thing. Thank you very much, Gnumeyer. Thank you very much, DTH. No need to apologize, man. No need to apologize. Thank you very much. But we are going to go ahead and begin in about 3 minutes. That is 3 minutes on the clock. If you need to get anything imported, any final questions, just ask away. Ask away. Is Thales a VulnHub machine? Yes, it is. And here's the link. If somebody could pull up the link to our official Offensive Security YouTube channel and specifically scrub that channel to find a specific playlist entitled Machine Walkthroughs, that would be great. Because that would help a lot of other people here. We did a pen test today in my company. Our server died. LOL. Wow, man. Ripperonis. Don't you just hate that? When you're in the middle of an engagement, your thought process, it is 100 miles an hour, you know what I mean? And then machine decommissioned or intermittent connectivity. It is a pain, let me tell you. Gotta make sure you guys have a stable connection before launching an engagement. Every time, dude. A little bit of siege testing, you know what I mean? Thank you very much, Pentester, for pulling that up. Thank you very much, GreenJam94, straight to the playlist. Those links are for all of you. Every single one of you. Every stream that we in Offensive Security have ever done on twitch.tv has been archived and uploaded to that YouTube channel, and they are in that playlist. So even if you can't make the whole stream today, make sure you at least bookmark our YouTube channel and subscribe to it. That way you can have what you need. So on, such forth, and hitherthence. But are you guys ready? Because I'm kind of like, I'm itching at it, man. Like, I'm ready to hack this computer that we have tossed up. This computer is ready to be hacked. I see, let's go. Punch it. Alright. Well then, let's punch it. Let's punch it. So I've echoed out my IP. You see I've made my directory called Thales. Files, vulnerabilities, 2 directories for each. Flat files for any users we gather. Flat files for any passwords or hashes. I have my IP address of the target machine. Let's consider this a bounty target, right? And I've got it exported and ready to go for my tooling. I've also got a URL formation of that. Now sometimes bounty targets can be behind a proxy, and if you ping it, you're going to get back the proxy IP, not the hostname resolution. So sometimes the target IP may not work. You may need to do a little bit of configuration for host names. Nonetheless, Hack the Planet is indeed Shadow Master. Dash at the target IP. So dash P dash 65,535 ports. I want a full port sweep on my report. No questions. I want to see service versions and simple scripts if you can to see if we can get any further enumeration. And I only want open ports. Let's go. Okay, that was quick. Do you know why that was quick? Local access. So the cool thing about VulnHub machines is that once you get them set up in your own environment, there's zero latency. So that means you can Hydra, fuzz, whatever you want all day long, and it's as quick as your processor, baby. It's super quick. So in-map results, let's get that into our notation platform. I'm using Cherry Tree. You guys can use whatever the heck you want. But yeah, I use Cherry Tree. I've got this penned in Wireside text. If you would like this, just check it out in Wireside text, dude. It is there. It is there, it is there, it is there. And let's go ahead and drop this. Let's clean up the output. Let's do some highlighting. You guys know I like to highlight anything that stands out. Immediately I see Apache Tomcat. So if we're getting into this machine, it's either going to be a combination of the web surface on 8080 into 22 with credentials, or it's just going to be directly through 8080. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that Apache Tomcat is standing out pretty hardcore. What's our target operating system? Ubuntu. So Debian-based system, but we're going to go up here and we're going to put Ubuntu. Web technology, and let's go ahead and put that this is Tomcat, so that's going to be Apache Tomcat /JSP or WAR. However you like it, it's going to use a lot there, but we'll say Apache Tomcat is what it's running. And we'll go up to, it's a small list today, but this is a brand new machine. I kind of wanted to treat to the individual who made it. No specific reason, just kind of like a lottery. I went through them and I'm like, you know what, this one is pretty nice for somebody getting into things. So 22 and SSH is at the bottom of our list. It's the bottom of the things to do, because what do we lack? We lack credentials. We have no usernames. We have no passwords. We have no credential sets. We have no IDRSA files. No SSH keys. We're not getting into SSH. Our way to hack this machine, if it's ever going to happen on this planet ever, is going to happen through this little port right here. It's going to be right there. So that is where we clock our scope, so to speak. Let's see what else we got. Hi there, S1REN. Welcome. Dencol. Cough, cough, cough. Dencol Dota. I think I know who that is. Welcome, and thank you for being here, Dencol. Welcome, and thank you for being here. So, what are we going to do? Yeah, fuzzing. You guys are already on it, man. I'm slacking. Look at you. Fuzzing directories, files, Nikto, manual browsing. These are all things that come into play. These are all things that come into play for sure. Like, abso-freaking-lutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. So, let's go ahead and I'm actually going to do a manual browse to port 8080, and I'm going to copy the IP here, and we're just going to paste that in 8080 over HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and there we have it. It's Apache Tomcat 9.0.52. Hexit says, hi S1REN, when you submit your reports, do you add them in or submit them in this format? No, I do not. Let me be clear. We have, at Offensive Security, we have a public resource for you, a working template that would work for a formal submission to a stakeholder or to a client. Everything from an introduction to the conditions to the executive summary to all the finding ratings, the finding totals and count and severities, to the findings themselves, to the remediations, and any technical appendices for any stakeholders that might be savvy technically. Maybe you have system admins or project managers that are the coders, the developers, and they want that little bit of extra technical information. I usually professionally, if I get, I'm going through an app for 1 to 2 weeks and this note file grows, pretty big, I will include this type of information in the technical appendice, but that is not required. What is required is the findings, the severity, the CVS score. I used first.org as a calculator. You're going to require formal evidence for each finding. That is a description of what you found, an impact statement so that the stakeholder knows why should I care, and evidence, screenshot evidence, figures, 2 at the minimum. I usually try to go for like 4 screenshots, usually something within maybe 2 for Burp Suite, send and post, and then maybe 2 in the browser to show how it renders, what it looks like, that kind of stuff. But that is much more. I'm going to get that out of the way now. This is not a formal report template. This is I'm in the zone, I'm doing my job kind of template. Thank you. No problem, man. That was a good question. So, we got this pulled up, guys. We have, viewing the source on this is not going to get us much. This is the default homepage for Apache Tomcat. So, there's nothing really too much going on here. I see 3 buttons, though. Can anybody tell me what we want to look for? If you saw Tomcat in your engagement, what is the URI you want to go to? Let's commit this one to memory. Out of the gate. This is an important URI. I see Apache Tomcat. What are the 2? Let's say 2. Conf negative. Access to manager, yes. Yes and yes, manager, yes. My goodness, okay. Absolutely. Can anybody tell me what we might be able to do with host manager? I want you to visualize host manager if you've ever seen it. You need to speak to my manager? Okay, fine. Okay, there. Manager app. You can speak to my manager. Get it? Okay, corny joke. So let's go ahead here and we're going to copy this URI that we found. We've been presented with some type of authentication. What the heck is going on here, right? What the heck is going on? I'm going to just put this under my web notes under other. I'll put it right in here. Regarding 8080, just regarding 8080, we did find this, which was pretty interesting. That manager HTML thing. Virtual host, that's correct. Host manager is for virtual hosts, adding virtual hosts, and so on and so forth. If you ever stumble across such a thing, maybe consider a universal path controller, or UPC. I forget if I get that correct, but consider a UPC path. That's all I'm going to say. The end. But for today, we are focusing on / manager, not host manager. Let's go ahead and grab that while we're at it. Let's just go ahead and grab it while we're at it. Host manager. These are the 2 just for completion. So what are we going to do, guys? How am I going to access this? I'm unauthorized. Oh noes. What are we going to do? What are some options? What comes to mind? Default creds? Okay, let's start getting these here. S1REN in here. So I'm actually going to put / manager here. The kind of line of thought that we went through. I'm seeing default creds. What else? Admins, hydras. So like brute forcing, okay. Common users and pass. Alright, what are some default creds? Guys, this is Tomcat. Default creds for Tomcat? I don't know what those are. At all. What's the default credential for Tomcat, guys? Who wants to do the Googling? Tomcat password? Google it? Yeah, let's Google it. Let's cancel this. Forget this. Tomcat default credentials. Let's see what Google has to say. There's a GitHub repository. Mother of God, that's a lot of That's a lot of possible default creds. Holy cannoli. Tomcat secret, admin and password. Google, yeah, right? So we have a couple we could try here. Would you guys like to know? I mean, we could try this, right? Let's like bring this to one side, bring this to another. Let's try it, right? Admin password. Admin this. Admin password 1. Huh, doesn't seem to be working. I want to show you guys something that's kind of interesting here. This is very important. Why don't you might be thinking, Siren, we've done so much fuzzing and brute forcing in the past. Why don't we just do that? There's a little problem we would run into. Let's turn on intercept. Siren was here, and sign in. Send this to repeater. Forward everything else out. What do you guys notice about this? Where are our creds? How does this type of authentication with Tomcat work? What the heck is going on? Account lockouts, negative. I'm not saying that that doesn't happen. That's a very real rule in rules of engagement. If account lockouts are possible, then yeah, you want to be able to make sure you speak with the stakeholders on that kind of a thing. Brute forcing credentials is not always a good idea. Marianne won't be so happy to see that her account got locked. So, yeah, you guys are seeing the header. What's going on? That looks like base 64. Yeah, right click. And let's see here. What are we going to do? Convert the selection regarding base 64 and decode. Oh man, that looks familiar. So we have the username with the colon and the password as the credential set. So if I wanted to fuzz the username, I'm kind of screwed, man, because I also need to fuzz the password. Let's say I just want to fuzz the password. Let's keep it normal. Let's say I want to fuzz me here, right? What's the problem with this? What becomes the problem with fuzzing this type of authentication? This is computer science logic, guys. What happens? What is the problem with this? This is interesting. Never saw something like this, says Just a Guy. Well, this is offensive security. We will break these things down so that you understand the concepts. Conceptualize all of these things here. Base 64 encode everything. I like where you're going. Okay. So I see what you're thinking. You're thinking, okay, Siren, let's send this to intruder. You're saying, let's go ahead and delete fuzz me here. And let's add this, right? And then let's, oh wait, we're kind of boned, aren't we? I mean, we're not technically. If we really wanted to, we could do what's something known as a pitchfork attack and select two different. Or we could just say something like admin and do this here. The problem where we become a little bit boned. And does anybody know what it is? Does anyone know what it is? It is the base 64 thing. The problem becomes when we need to encode this. So let's say that we did send a payload. We had a whole, user, share, sec lists, fuzzing, passwords, raf medium passwords.txt or something like that, right? Top 100,000 passwords, whatever. And let's say we wanted to fuzz in this position. Well, we would encounter, yes, it's an HTTP auth form, yes. So this is what we would encounter. Let's say we did do that, and the first payload that was sent along was first password attempt. And let's say even that went through. What's going to happen? Let's send this to repeater to find out. Uh-oh. We have a 500 internal server error. Tomcat says no offensive security. That will not happen. I will not allow this type of brute forcing. In fact, if you are going to throw along a payload list, you would either need to create your own or get clever, maybe with a little Python wrapper, right? And you would need a colon, so you would need the username you're testing for with the colon, followed by the password word list. I imagine a little bit of sed might do the trick. If anybody knows sed, you could make your own word list, and we might get away with such a thing. But I want to show you something even cooler today. Today, we at OffSec want to show you something even cooler. We're going to launch MSF Console. I'm going to teach you. MSF has a scanner built into it that will automatically perform the logic and take what's on the right side of the colon and whatever username you're trying to brute force, and then base 64 encode the result and send it along. Pretty cool. How do we access that? We just type use auxiliary scanner HTTP is our protocol, and Tomcat manager login. MGR? Yeah, manager login. Options. Nice. So look at this. User pass file. File containing users and passwords separated by a space or one per line. User AS file. Try the excuse me. Try the username as the password for all users. There's a lot of options in here, but you get the concept. I'm going to set verbose to true. We're going to set our host to 192.168.1.189. Was it? Sorry, 189. Yes, it was. Let's set our port to, oh wait, we don't have to. This module scanner already knows the exact port, and isn't that nice? So we've got our host set. That is correct. You could not use this. Well, you could use this on an exam if you wanted to, but it's going to count as your one shot. So maybe learning the concept of what's going on here, if you really wanted to learn, and building your own tool that would take user value, colon, password value, and pipe that to base 64. And then you would send along authorization or authentication basic, and you'd have that. I believe it's basic. Yes, it is. Basic with a capital B. So, or let Hydra do it. Yeah. Or let Hydra do it. Either way, I want to bring this to your attention. So this is the cool one I like. It's a scanner. If I'm ever in an engagement, lucky me, I don't have any such one-shot thing, I can use this module. I will run this. We'll see what we get. Oh, I saw one. See what it's doing there? It's iterating. Nice. You want to talk about default creds going back in time. Holy cannoli, that's a lot of default creds. And we landed one. I'm going to copy this. And we are going to go right back to our cherry tree. And we're going to say, regarding brute forcing, we have use auxiliary scanner HTTP Tomcat manager login, and I think I spelled this wrong. It's auxiliary, like that. And we set verbose to true so we can see those attempts. And what do we get back? Bling bling. We get a small bling bling. We get a small bling. So we got credentials now. Let's go to the top and let's make sure we record those. Tomcat and roll 1. Nice. Very nice. Good job, guys. Hope we learned something today. So let's get in there, man. Tomcat. Roll 1. And we are in. Small bling bling? I still consider it kind of big, but for the purposes of what we're doing here, that's some small bling bling, still bling bling. Someone says it's time for war? I think they might be onto something. What do you mean it's time for war? What does that mean? I'm new to this. What does that mean? It's time for war. This page is weird, but then again, this is new to me. Well, this is the Tomcat Web Application Manager. This has been going back for years, man. It does one simple thing. You can upload stuff, and it does it for you, and it schedules it. I don't know any other way to put it. Everyone's saying reverse shell, upload a war file, for the love of God. Okay. Let me exit out of this. And let's use a tool. What tool are we going to use today, guys? PHP shell? I don't think that'll work, man. Let's give it a try. I'm going to choose a file. I'm going to go to my transfers directory. I'm going to choose a PHP file, and we'll say cmd.php, and I'm going to intercept that. And let's see if we can do a little authentication, or not authentication, but bypass on uploads. And we'll go back to our burp suite. We'll send this to the repeater. We'll modify cmd.php to be cmd.php.war. And let's see if this goes through. No, do not resubmit. Just load this. And, oh man, looks like it didn't go through. Looks like it didn't go through. So PHP ref shell ain't going to work. No, everyone had it before. Good thinking, though, Steelers fan. Upload forms, PHP and stuff, but this is not PHP. I'm seeing a lot of Java. You can see we had cmd.php uploaded here. What happened? Oh no. So close. But no cigar. This application to execute is looking for a trailing forward slash. And I don't know that it would support PHP anyway. So what tool are we going to use, guys, to make a WAR file that we can upload? What tool? Format WAR, yes, but what tool? Venom, correct. Good job, that was quick. MSF Venom. And we're going to say -P for payload is Java, because that's the technology. Let's actually even add that. Let's say we have Java here, baby. Java. And Java JSP shell reverse TCP. And we're going to set our L host equal to our attacking. This is our Kali attacking IP 192.168.1.7 for me. That'll be different for you. L port, I'm going to put that to, what port do we want to listen on? You guys know I like to cruise on 9090. But what port do you guys have? I've never asked you. What port do you guys use in the labs? 7070? What are you guys? 180818, 443, 1337, 44? What are the, yeah, come on, let's keep them coming. What ports do you guys use? 9999, 9001, 42, 4444. I see a lot of 4444 there. 69, 69, 90, 90. How about we just do port 1? I'm going to go with port 1. That was a lot. That was a lot. Dash format. Is this going to be PHP? No. Is this going to be an executable? No. Is this going to be an L file? No. This is going to be a WAR file. How are we going to output it? -O. O for output. And we're going to output it as OffSec.war. I think that's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. And I'm going to load up an MSF console 1. Actually, no. We're going to do an netcat NLVP on port 1. Listening on any one. All right. OffSec.war. There she is. I'm going to mv offsec.war to my transfers directory. And we're going to go back here. Intercept is off, right? Yep, it is. And you guys want me to upload this one? Okay. So I'm going to put that in my notes that we then uploaded a .war reverse shell. And oh yeah, just in case anybody really wanted it, because I post all of these notes. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I post all of these notes in Wireside text. So please come to Wireside text. Today's machine is Thales. Thales, Thales, Thales. And by the time we're done, all these notes will be in there. And it'll be on YouTube. But let's get that payload uploaded. Select WAR file. Okay. Okie dokie. Excuse me. Transfers. OffSec.war. We'll select that. Let's select that. And let's hit deploy. Okay. It's a smiling cat. This cat seems very happy. I've always thought that the tomcat, look how happy he is. He's so happy. He's so happy that we just uploaded a payload. All right. Let's get going. So how do we launch this? We click it. And we received a connect. And we type, who am I? We're Tomcat. How nice is that? Is it Felix the cat? Could be. Could be Felix. Okay. Love Felix the cat, man. Such a cool name. So let's do a breakout command here. I'm going to clear this out and exit the top terminal. And which Python? Are you here, Python? You're not here? Which Perl? Perl is here. Do I have a valid TTY? Of course not. So let's try getting a valid TTY with Perl. TTY? Not a TTY. Didn't work. Which VI? Oops. Which VI? V is here. So here's a little trick. This is one of my favorite breakouts. Let's get something else exported. We're going to export the paths, export the term, alias LL, and so on and so forth. Now, one thing I like to do is do VI, and hopefully that launches. Yes, it does. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do :set shell equal to bin bash. And we can break out. Don't worry that you see this down here. It's going to get funky. Just do another, or do an exclamation point. I think was it exclamation point? Shell? No, it's :shell. There it is. TTY? Not a TTY. ID? Clear? So we still don't have a TTY. Quit. Clear. What's going on, guys? How are we going to get a TTY? Someone says an IDRSA file. Okay, let's go to the home directory. I see the user Thales. And let's go to .ssh. I mean, there might be other ways, right? Right? What about awk? TTY? Not a TTY. Dang, this machine really doesn't want us to have a valid TTY. A pseudo teletype device. Why? Why? What is something we can do? Is Python 3 here? Sure is. I got a feeling. Booyah! I got a feeling that is exactly what we need to do. And I'm going to leave that be for the time. But yeah, we could totally do that. So we do have a legitimate shell, but I see something here. We're gonna learn. I want guys to people. This is an SSH key. The above is loot. That is loot. Everybody here loves SSH. And why do we want to move out of the machine, out of the gate? Why would we ever want to move to a real user? Why? Why do we want to do that? Why would we ever want to do that, guys? Stable shell, yes, that's one reason. No, we can write now. This is a TTY. Bling bling, of course. We have bling bling. No, I'm not seeing the answer yet. Oh, there it is. El Moonrise has it. The answer is for sudo. Guys, it's for sudo. So let's go ahead and SSH as Thales. Well, we're going to need that. We're going to need to touch IDRSA. Cat IDRSA. Let's grab their key. Quick, grab the cannoli. We're going to nano IDRSA. Paste this in. I'm going to SSH-I into IDRSA here. You're going to use that file. And then Thales at what? 192.168.1.189. Can anybody tell me why this won't work? What did we forget to do? That's right. Thank you. We need proper permissions on that IDRSA. Now let's try -I IDRSA SSH as Thales at 192.168.1.189. And oh no, it wants a pass key. Permission denied. That one requires a key. Oh noes. Oh noes, oh noes. What are we gonna do? SSH to John. I like this. Okay. Let's see. SSH to John. And then what? IDRSA? Okay. Now what do I do, guys? SSH to John. Alright, you want to crack this now? So let's do this and let's output this as to crack me. And let's run John on crack me. I don't know, guys. Maybe a different word list? Maybe. Let's try rock you, okay. -- word list is equal to user share word lists rock you.txt. Da 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 da. We got the password. Good job, team. I am pretty sure that means we can just go into here, realize that we have a username Thales, and we have real credentials as Thales in credential format, proper credential format. And look at that. Bling, bling. So we got, what happened? We got this, we got a reverse shell. We got what else? What else did we do? We cd'd to home, Thales, and we .ssh, get that loot. Copied over the SSH IDRSA key, chmod 600 on IDRSA, mucho importante. And then what? SSH to John, we're going to say that it required a password. So SSH to John on IDRSA, output that to crack me, and then we're going to do John -- word list is equal to user share word lists rock you.txt on crack me, and we got back the password of this. Now we're going to SSH-I with IDRSA as Thales at 192.168.1.189, and if I copy that command and we go back over here and paste it, and we paste in the password of vodka06, permission denied. What happened, guys? What happened? What if we just try this? What if I try to switch user to Thales and grab that password? Bling bling. Didn't even need to do that, you see? That didn't work. SSH didn't, but switch user to Thales, password of that, and we are blinging all the way home. Good job, team. Excellent work. Excellent work. So we got a legitimate key. If anything, we got a real password for a system level user back. Whew. That's hardcore. That is hardcore. So sudo, what was that? Well, I gave it away. Sudo -l is the first thing we do out of the gate. Vodka 06. Oh man. We did all that work and he doesn't even have pseudo permissions, guys. What's up with that? What was this rubbish? Exactly, Swagger Hacker. What is this rubbish? I came here for the bling, and there is no pseudo. Somebody says run git capabilities. Okay, recursively from /. Well, I'm going to need to SSH as Thales, because I need a stable shell so I can control C, don't you think? Let's SSH as Thales at 192.168.1.189. Still requires that key. Did we just lose our shell? Here we go again. Netcat NLVP on port 1. Let's go back and refresh our payload. Grab this, export. Why don't we get a stable shell this time? Why don't we try for that? You guys want to try for a stable shell? Let's background it. STTY into raw, dash echo into the foreground statement into a reset, and I'll set maximum rows and columns. Sometimes I do these things intentionally. You see? Switch user to Thales. Vodka 06. What if I control C here? Nice. What if I get cap /r on /. Control C, now we don't lose our shell. To dev null. I say to dev null. Oh. Ooh. Nice. So we found this. I'm going to include this in the post section down here under privask. Get cap-r from the root file system or rootfs, and pipe all errors to dev null. And we got this back. So that's an option. All right. Get capabilities. That's all it is. So I come into this, I've made this machine, I come into this machine and I say, grant extra permissions for any set UID or set GID kind of permission sets on these things. And that's where you get extended permissions from. That this has capnet raw with extended permissions. Would GTFO bins help us here? I don't know. I don't think so. Why would GTFO bins not help us here? Anybody tell me? Anybody tell me? There's MTR for sudo. There's also a file read. Huh, what's going on? MTR-raw file. I mean, you could try that. What if I want to try? That's for sudo though. What if I try? But this is MTR packet, not MTR. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. But now that we're on the topic, let's check out the web. There is no web here. Let's list everything out in the home directory. That's that. Alright, so there's our SSH. Cat notes. What's that? I prepared a backup script for you. The script is in the directory. Oh my god, good luck. Thank you. Thank you, sysadmin, for leaving that behind. Okay. Read, write, execute. I like that. I like the sound of that. That's just really cool to me. You know? I'm going to get an extra shell up because I want to demonstrate something from a visual perspective. Is that okay, guys? Can I get one extra shell up to demonstrate something from a visual perspective? Can I do that? Will you permit me to demonstrate a little bit of something important from a visual perspective? I want to get a second shell open. Yes? Everybody says yes? Thank you very much. I'm going to go to a world writable directory. And on my machine, I'm going to go to my transfers directory. And I believe pspy, let's run file on bin bash. What's the arc here? 64-bit. So we would need pspy 64. I'm going to launch a simple HTTP server. Simple HTTP. It's my bash alias. All this does is, in fact, let's just explain this. Cat my bash RC. And we'll grep-i for simple HTTP. Great. You see, alias simple HTTP is nothing but doing python-m simple HTTP server on port 8000. You're welcome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Font increases all day. All day. I do like to keep that visible for you guys. So I'm going to start up a little server here. And we're in a world writable directory. I like to live out of var temp. Today we'll go a little louder. We'll go to dev shem http 192.168.1.7 on port what? 8000 /pspy 64. Got it. Close off that port. chmod plus x on pspy 64 and /pspy 64. So what this is going to do is it's going to watch all in and out file operations on the system. I love me, yeah, Flowmaster, I love me some pspy. I certainly do. Are you kidding me? If there is a method to privilege escalation, and that method, it has anything to do with file input and output operations that are occurring on that machine, pspy will let me know. It would be foolish of me in my privilege escalation not to let that sit for 30 minutes to an hour and just casually eye it down. Was there any cron jobs or back-end scripts that were running on a routine, on a schedule? So that's obviously something we want. Next we're going to do is we're going to run or check backup.shell mount or backup to NFS mount. I don't really care what it does. I'm going to be honest here, guys. I just don't care. I don't care what it does. What I care about is the fact that I can write to it. And it's a backup script. Backup scripts are usually jobs that will run, they'll usually run concurrently. They'll run one after, the next, so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to echo our own payload out to this. We're going to say copy bin. Is dash here? It so is. Let's copy bin dash to var temp dash. And then we'll say chmod user plus suid on var temp dash, and we'll close that out, and we will append, not overwrite with 1 but 2, to append to backups.shell or backup.shell. Nice. So what are we going to do here? Let's cd to var temp, list it out. If the payload executes, we should receive a suid dash binary here. That is the legitimate dash, that shiny pound sign that everybody loves so much. So it's kind of a game of patience, isn't it? Did I? Oh my goodness. I totally did. Good catch. Good catch. Good catch. Thank you there, Surovi. Thank you. Now, what do we do? What do? Do we wait? I think we wait. What happens if we just run it? I don't think that's going to work. What would that come back as, guys? If we, the user Thales, ran that backup script, what would happen? Cannot access var temp dash. No such file. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because, it's in bin dash. It's there. But if we go to var temp, it didn't place it here. Error. We would get a file that runs as ourselves. Cron set UCS, set UID. Correct. No root permissions. So let's PSAUX grep-i for root --color equals auto. Oh, wait, don't do that. S1REN, don't do that. What just happened? Thank you, pspy. What command do we type next? What's our next command? ls-sa? ls-lsa? ll? I don't see it. Bash. What happened? Cron came along. Chmod u plus s on var temp dash. So let's go back. I think I may have had a hiccup here. Cat backup.shell. Copy. Oh, I see what I did. Do you guys see what I did? Echo. I did copy. Echo copy. That's what we gotta do. We gotta echo a copy command to do it. So let's go to var temp. And we're gonna chill. This is a very much a pen. We know now. The big takeaway here is with PSpy, we now know all the stuff that's happening on this machine, you guys. That is like a big deal. That is a big deal. And I think we kind of just owned this machine. So let's say that we've done this. What do we do now? We wait. LSLSA, and we wait. I mean, I'm going to sit back here, man. I'm going to grab my energy drink. Guys want to look at Etsy cron tab? Okay. There you go. I don't see it. I literally have my feet up right now. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, it might not show in crons. Thanks, Siren, for your work. My pleasure, man. No, it is not beer. I do not drink on the job, nor do any substances on the job. Well, unless you count caffeine. Got me, red-handed. I use caffeine. I'm a caffeine user. High on coffee. Should we run and read interpret data? Just run it. There's nothing to run here, man. It's on, where's it scheduled? That's a good question. Where is it scheduled? Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't have a job. You get me? They keep telling me I have a job. I just don't know what it is. This is all stuff that I do from my heart. It's just stuff that happens naturally. It's all fun to me. People keep telling me, you know, that I'm employed and this, that, and the other, and that I work a day job. I don't know about that. I love my work, man. They say if you love your work, you'll never work a day in your life. Facts. So what do you guys think is going to happen here? What are we watching? PSpy. Correct. This is how life should be, Siren. I totally agree. I totally agree. Run it manually. No. If we ran it manually, Fromaster, as the user Thales, in the context of the user Thales, assuming we could, what would happen? It would execute, the cron job would execute in the context of UID 1000, which is the user Thales. So we would get a dash that would just make us Thales, not root. We want root to come along and do it for us. That's the beauty of cron escalation. Your user has not permissions to do, yep. You can't do the user plus suid. Can anybody tell JDoncel why their user Thales, they're doing the machine alongside us, why their user Thales doesn't have the permission to do a chmod u plus s on a file? Because it's a failure? That's funny. Because root does. The suid sticky bit is an identifier for permissibility. Period. Usually root permissibility. And I see something that just executed. Okay. Let's list it out. Now you know why I call it a shiny. What makes it shiny? Linux knowledge, guys. What makes this a shiny? What makes it such a shiny little thing? A pretty thing. I call it a shiny. Because that's what it is. Dang it all to heck. Read write SUID. Look at that. Look at that pretty little S on that binary or on that file. There's an S on there. That is the SUID sticky bit. Correct, Summers. Good job. It is the SUID sticky bit. So we're going to do /dash. Oh no, we didn't get root. What happened? Guys, I'm not root. What happened? Is it game over? Do we give up? Swagger Hacker says -P. Rod Cali says -P. Why do we do -P? Why do I do that? Why do I care about -P or executing something in privileged context? Exactly, human. Because -P will keep the effective privileges. That's right, Rod Cali. You remember what I said. The effective permissions that was set on the file by that user. In this case, it's root. So if we execute, given that we have SUID permissions and execute permissions, we can do a dash or a /dash-p. We could also do bash-p, by the way. Could have done it with bash, but /p and hello root. That is it, guys. Let's cat root.text, and there's a flag there, but let's do an if config, a host name, an ID, and a who am I. Let's bring it in. And I'm going to do it. The hotkey now is Control-Alt-Shift-R, and then I'm going to drag this over. And this will go in our formal report, man. This is going to go in our formal report of access to information if we could. That's really the point there, is that if you could access information, you would want to demonstrate that. Followed by the networking information, followed by the host name to make it easier for stakeholders to identify which host it was. Sometimes that gets iffy. If it's a Docker container, it can still tell them what's going on. The ID for the effective permissibility that we have, who am I, and we will hit snap. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and good job, guys. I didn't even do it. Bling, that's the $, all caps, bling bling. We did it. Good job, team. Good job, team. Excellent work. So what we did here is, with privask, is we found home.txt or note. Home Thales notes.txt. User, what was it? User sbin or user bin. What was it? cd2 user local bin. User local bin backups.shell. Then we echoed copy bin dash to var temp dash, followed by the next inline execution, a statement of apply chmod user, not mode, user plus suid on var temp dash, and we appended that to backups.shell. Little piece by 64, and the next thing you know, we did a /dash-p, and that was root, and that was bling bling. That was it, guys. So let's go ahead and cop away all this. I think we have all the takeaway concepts well recorded. What we're going to do here is paste these into Discord. There we go. Above is Thales. That is Thales. And we're going to head over to offensivesecurity.com/webinars. And what's new? What's coming up? Whoa! There's a new one coming up. So Jeremy, always hosting these webinars, is talking to Ning Wang. That is our CEO. She is an absolutely lovely, wonderful, and extremely talkable. Like, you can talk to this person very easily. They're incredibly sociable, and they're very kind, very forward-thinking. So that is going to be an amazing, that is going to be, hands down, an amazing one that you do not want to miss. The next thing that we're going to want to check out here is our new course, which has been getting some serious attention. and that is the Web 200. Please, by all means, check out offensivesecurity.com/web200-OSWA. You can earn your OSWA today. That is the Web Assessor or Offensive Security Web Assessor certification. And I hope you like our little owl there. With that being said, guys, I am going to switch my source. And I want to thank everybody here for participating. I want to formally apologize that I was not able to stream last week. I was in the middle of an engagement, so I apologize. But we're back on track. We're here. We're rocking. We're rolling. And thank you guys for being here, as always. Thank you for the comments. I see them flooding in. Thank you all so much. Great stream. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Siren. Engagements are good. Yes, yes. You rock. I think you rock, Summers. You guys are all awesome. Thank you for being active. Thank you for the suggestions on how we start hacking these boxes. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. We look forward to seeing you all next week at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 if you want to ask questions, cozy up, get to know us a little better, get the machine started, so on and so forth. Keep an eye on Wireside Text because that's where I will say which machine that we'll be performing and demonstrating next week. So thank you guys so much. It's been a blast, and happy hacking, intruders. Take care.